Or is this full-time MMA now?
I love full-time MMA right now.
Full-time MMA? Nothing else?
My life, man, yeah.
Back to the daily grind, and shout out to the full-time patrons. Make sure to hit subscribe if you're new and hit thumbs up if you're not a baby back bagel biting bitch boy, cause you know what time it is. It's full time
MMA.
And damn, Paulo Costa, the eraser, just erased Uriah Hall at UFC 226, and he was throwing bricks. Holy smokes, Paulo Costa reminded me of like a middleweight Shane Carwin in this fight. You could just audibly hear the damage his punches were doing when he was ripping shots against Uriah Hall against the cage. Now, Uriah Hall didn't just get completely steamrolled in this fight like a lot of people might have expected, but he definitely did get finished in the second round. But it was right after Uriah Hall actually dropped Costa. It was the first time that Uriah Hall, I believe, dropped Costa in the fight. Came in the second round right before he got finished. But he landed a shot to Costa's temple that actually set Costa down, and he was forced to stand up and try and recover. But whenever Uriah Hall might have been trying to finish the fight, Costa was able to recover, and boy did he do damage. He landed a shot to Uriah Hall. He landed a big left hand followed by a right hand, followed by an uppercut that put Uriah Hall down in the second round. And now, man, holy smokes, I'm just getting excited thinking about this potential fight. Israel Adesanya, the last style bender from last night, already said he wants to fight the winner out of Uriah Hall and Costa. He said if Uriah wins, I've been wanting to fight him because he's been clout chasing, and if Costa wins, I've been chewing on erasers since I was a kid. Whatever that means, either way, it's a great fight between two up-and-coming, newly top 10 ranked middleweights. I believe Costa and Hall were both ranked 9 and 10 coming into this fight. And Israel Adesanya was able to defeat Brad Tavares last night, who was ranked number 8. So that is a potential great fight we have on our hands. Israel Adesanya, the last style bender, versus the eraser, Paulo Costa, who's going to be looking to erase everything Israel Adesanya earned last night with that dominant win over Brad Tavares. But as of tonight, man, Paulo Costa looked great. Uriah Hall was throwing a couple spinning attacks, landed a nice spinning attack to the body, but he didn't really have Paulo Costa in too much danger aside from the time that he dropped him. He did score one takedown in the fight early in the second round, but he wasn't able to keep the fight or control the fight with his grappling. Paulo Costa got right back up, so it's not like he looked bad at all when he did get taken down, if you were worried. And as far as this fight is concerned, as far as this fight is concerned, Paulo Costa won the fight, I believe, about 3 minutes into the second round, 4 minutes into the second round. But either way, this is the longest fight of Paulo Costa's career now. He's never been to the third round. And so with that being said, that's something interesting to keep sight of. But with that being said, also, Paulo Costa's a beast, and you can see why a lot of his fights don't make it to the second or third round, because he's throwing fucking bricks in there, dog. He was landing shots, and you could just hear him like, oh my God, he was just regular punches. You know, Uriah Hall was against the fence, but Paulo Costa was throwing with vicious intention, trying to like knock out Uriah Hall with body punches. That's how heavy those things were sounding. So hey man, Paulo Costa is definitely a stud, and he's going to be looking to make his name not only in the middleweight division, but as a legend of the sport. He's coming from Brazil. He said Vitor Belfort, Anderson Silva, that's the old generation, I'm the new generation. So he wants to take the torch and become like the next greatest fighter out of Brazil. But he's likely going to have a tough matchup next against Israel Adesanya if that fight does come into play, which I don't see why it wouldn't. It's going to be a great fight. Israel Adesanya called for it, and I don't think Paulo Costa is going to be ducking his taco. So with that being said, man, it is what it is. Let the full-time family know what you think in the comments about Paulo Costa KOing Uriah Hall in the second round at UFC 226. And before we go, shout out to all the full-time MMA white belts that have hit the subscribe button. Make sure you also hit the notification bell right next to it so you're notified every time I upload a video. And if you want to become a full-time MMA blue belt, purple belt, brown belt, or black belt, all you have to do is go to patreon.com/fulltimemma. I'm out.
Da 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 da! It's the motherfucking DOWG.